Hello everybody, this is Dakoba with another pet tutorial. Today we're going to be showing you guys one of the cool ways that you can level a battle pet to 25 very quickly in Warlords of Draenor. Now, this technique does have a few stipulations or requirements for it. First, it requires that you have a pet that can survive at least 153 damage. So I'm starting with a mechanical Scorpid with 155 health. There's a little bit of RNG on the first fight of this because the boss will use or the opponent we're fighting will use an attack that does 153 base damage and up to 240 if it crits. So you can bypass this if you level the pet up a few times so that it gets beyond that 240 threshold. It's worth noting that flying pets will actually take a little bit more damage from this, so they'll need to start at a higher level. Additionally, you're going to want a Nexus Whelpling and Creminius as your first and second pets. Now, Creminius is easy to get. You can get it from Blackwing Lair, and it's a fairly easy pet to obtain. If you can't get into Blackwing Lair, you don't want to farm it. I think I bought mine for about 800 gold. It was one of the first pets that I leveled because it's so strong. And then the Nexus Whelpling is the other one, and this one's a little harder to obtain. It's actually something that anybody can go and catch. So if you look at your map, it's in Northrend in the Borean Tundra in Koldar. Anywhere in this region you'll find these Nexus Whelplings. Now the Nexus Whelplings have a couple of different breeds, and the best one is definitely the power breed, which means that it has the stronger attack stats. So I would encourage you guys to go out and find a rare Nexus Whelpling with the power breed. Alternatively, you can find any Nexus Whelpling with the power breed and stone it into the rare status, and then you'll have this powerful pet. It's one of the most powerful ones in the game, so I strongly encourage anyone who wants to be serious about pet battling to get one of these guys because it's very, very strong. Now, once you have your pet lineup, including a pet that can survive that first attack, you'll want to use your Safari Hat if you've got it. I think you get this from leveling 25 pets to level 50, as well as a pet treat or a lesser pet treat. Now these can be bought from the Battle Pet Master in your garrison for grand total for both of 15 of the pet reward tokens that you get from doing dailies in Draenor, or they can be rewards from the PvP pet battle dailies or from the Celestial Tournament. And if they're both active, your total increase is an 85% bonus experience, which makes pet leveling very, very fast. And lastly, you're going to want to make sure your pets are at full health before you go into this. There is a little bit of RNG in this. It's not too bad, but if your pets are damaged going in, then it's very possible to die quickly. Now, we're going to get started, and this first battle is definitely the hardest because our leveling pet has to survive this first attack that Jahan will use. It's Arcane Storm, and it does damage to all three pets. So look at this, and in this case our pet survived, which means this fight is going to go very, very well. And all we did is we opened up with our Mana Surge from our Nexus Whelpling. Now this will kill Jahan, and sometimes it'll kill Sam, not usually. Usually Sam will be left with just a little bit of health left, and that's what we really want. That's ideal. Because what that means is that we can then use Arcane Storm to hit Sam again and weaken Archimedes. And when Archimedes comes out, he'll have taken a little bit of damage, and here's the point when you want to swap in your leveling pet, because Archimedes always opens up with his wild magic. And this attack doesn't do any damage, which means it's not really a threat to our pet. Now, after your leveling pet takes a hit from wild magic, you'll swap him out for Creminius, and you'll simply use Surge of Power for the kill on Archimedes. Now this was a level 1 pet coming in without any experience. We got 4,000 experience for that, and he's now level 11. And that's in one battle. It took under 2 minutes. So we heal and revive our pets, and we do this again, and we just chain these battles. It takes 6 to level from 1 to 25 with this technique. So you can do it in under 10 minutes if you are really, really quick. So again, we open up with our Mana Surge. Usually takes 2 to kill Jahan, not always. Sometimes you can kill him with 1. And then Sam will come in and take the third shot from Mana Surge. And then we will use Arcane Storm to kill Sam and weaken Archimedes. And so then we swap in our leveling pet to take that wild magic attack, and then swap in Creminius for the kill. Now this is a very powerful technique, and again, there are some stipulations with it. So there, after a second fight, we're up to level 16. There are a couple of ways you can actually level a pet faster than this, but they require you to travel a lot, and so you spend less time battling, but more time moving around, and I think that this is ultimately the fastest way I have found to level pets. Now again, the problem with it is that it only comes up about once every 3 or 4 weeks in your garrison, where you have this particular pet battle daily here. But when you have it, it's such a gold mine, and you can level pets so quickly. Now, the really powerful thing about this is that that these pets provide this buff that increases the critical strike chance of all attacks in the entire fight by 50%. This means your pets are going to take a lot more damage, but if you have something like the Nexus Whelpling, it just destroys here. So we'll switch to our Creminius and finish off with another Surge of Power. Now, if you have the situation where you either one-shotted Sam, and so Archimedes comes out while you've still got your Nexus Whelpling out, and I'm hoping to see that so I can show you guys what to do. All you need to do is then at that point, as soon as Archimedes comes out, switch to your leveling pet, because Archimedes will always open with that wild magic spell. And then when Creminius comes out, you'll want to use Howl before you Surge of Power, so just do a traditional Howl Bomb there to kill Archimedes in a single shot. The other way that the RNG can go is to have your Nexus Whelpling die to Sam. And this, if they crit every single attack, this is possible. And in this case, what I usually do is just forfeit the fight, because it takes longer to heal up and start a new fight than it does to fight through it. You can fight through it with Creminius, but like I said, generally I just forfeit, heal up, and start again, because it's just faster. And these things are very rare. I've leveled perhaps a dozen pets using this technique, and I think I've had my Nexus Whelpling die early once, and I've had Archimedes come out while my Nexus Whelpling is still up 3 or 4 times. It's not a common experience. So there was our 4th fight. So the first one took us to 11, the second one to 16, the third one to 19, and now our leveling pet is level 22. So we heal up, and we do this a 5th time. And remember, it takes a total of 6 battles, so less than 10 minutes in order to do this whole thing once you have everything set up. One of the things that also works is this Arcane Winds buffs the power of your Mana Surge, which is really what makes this Nexus Whelpling such a great match for this, as opposed to other pets which also have a type advantage against these birds with their magical damage.
James moved in from Heights of Eternity by the server.
What's going on?
Alright, so now we have a level 23 pet, and one more kill should do it. So again, we start with our Mana Surge and kill it. Kill Jahan with our Mana Surge. And the good thing about Mana Surge is that it really makes this a very quick fight, because it actually goes on for 3 attacks, so you have no additional control during the rounds that follow. And then you send out your leveling pet for the last time. Send out Herminius. Oh, darn it, I messed this one up. Gosh darn it. So here's a valuable tool. I sent out my leveling pet. He did take a hit. I wasn't even thinking, and I screwed this up. But it's worth it because Herminius has this arcane explosion thing. So now we can go ahead and use our Howl and then Surge of Power to kill Archimedes very quickly. Just like that. And with that, our pet is now level 25 and good for sale, good for anything else. One of the things I've done is I have sold a leveling service where any tradable pet can be sent to me, and I'll level them up and then trade them back to other people on my server, and I can usually get 1.5 or 2,000 gold for doing this, and clearly it just goes very, very quickly. So if you can get these pets and find this daily, I encourage you to take advantage of it. This has been another WoW guide video with Dakoba. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.